Alright there guys, and welcome to the very first episode of Real Talk in 2021. And in fact, welcome to the very first second channel video of 2021. Today we're going to be starting off with this year we're starting off with an interesting one. We're going to be talking about accountability. Something that is becoming less and less common when they do something bad and they don't take accountability for their actions as often anymore. And that's a real problem. I mean, I have taken accountability for things I've done, such as the whole little LGBT thing that happened back in June. I took full accountability for what I did straight away. And then in my year in review video, I took accountability for relentlessly going on and on and on saying that David is not trans ever since the summer of 2018. I constantly pushed the narrative that David is not trans and he was doing it for attention, didn't I? But over the course of the second half of 2020, David did a few things that actually showed he is willing to do this. He is fully committed to being trans. So in my year in review video, I took accountability for always saying he's just doing it for attention. And I also gave my reasoning for why I kept on saying it over and over and over. Which was because he's an attention seeker, and the way he was acting when he first came out as trans fits the attention seeking bill quite well. But no, he isn't. But I'm not here to talk about me, because I do take accountability for my actions, or what I say. This video is more about people that don't. And it's a few examples. I'll give you a few examples that I was actually going to use in my year in review video, but just simply forgot to. So let's start with, okay, I was going to use the Caterino and Carson situation from the start of last year, but since then, quite recently actually, it's been exposed that Carson wasn't actually in the right for calling out Fitz for helping Caterino cheat on him, as Caterino didn't cheat on him because they were never dating to begin with. So I can't really use her as an example anymore, but one example that I was going to use in that video that I forgot to do was Zoe Laverne. You must have heard of her by now. She's a 19-year-old TikTok star. Well, I don't know if she's 19 or 20 anymore. If she's 19, then she's legit younger than me. Basically, if you don't know the story, her and one of her fans, who happened to be a 13-year-old boy, caught feelings for each other. I put that in air quotes because how do you catch feelings for someone that much younger than you and at that age? I mean, she's a nonce. That's the easiest way to explain it. She's a nonce. Going after minors. It's not like she's 19 and he's 15, which would still be extremely wrong. But she's 19 and he's 30. That's even worse. If you're going by a teenage spectrum, He's at the start of it, and she's at the end of it. He's only just beginning his teenage years, and she's on her way out of her teenage years. Just like I was 4 days ago when I turned 20. I'm out of my teenage years. Basically, so there was a video that got leaked of the two of them kissing. Bearing in mind, he's 13, she's 19. I don't think I've got to explain why that's wrong. So basically what happened was the video got leaked and she was getting called out for it, rightly so. And basically when she came on to address everything, and oh, do you know what she said? She basically said that her and the 13-year-old boy were both in a dark place when they became friends and then just caught feelings for each other. I don't think so. And how many times over the past year have you guys heard somebody use the excuse, I was in a dark place, after they got exposed for doing something bad? I swear that phrase is becoming more and more common every single day. She basically pulled the mental health card. The mental health card is when someone, and people who do have mental health issues use this card, and people that don't have them use it as well, which is even worse. But yeah, just because you have mental health issues does not mean you can play the mental health card if you get exposed for doing something bad that you were fully in control of doing. Oh, I'm depressed. Let me go groom a 13-year-old boy. Like, come on. If you're depressed, grooming a minor is not something that you'd ever think about doing. You shouldn't think about doing it anyway, obviously. So yeah, she played the mental health card and used instead used the mental health card that I was in a dark place, instead of taking accountability for her actions. Now, I can't use Caterino anymore because it doesn't work. But somebody I can use instead is Mini Lad. Now I'll be honest. Back in the days of like 2013, 2014, 15, even 16, when GTA 5 was at its absolute peak on YouTube, GTA Online, where, Vanos and all his crew, him, Delirious Nogla, Terrorizer, Mini, Wildcat, all of them, GTA Online was at its peak on YouTube, and those guys were absolutely banging views left, right and centre with all their GTA 5 videos. So yeah, I actually watched Mini Lad a lot back in the day. Not so much, I haven't watched him after 2016, I stopped watching him regularly, and I haven't really been watching him at all in the last few years at all. And then halfway through 2020, it got exposed that Mini Lad is a dirty little nonce as well. He was he was chatting to his underage fans. Not as in thank you for supporting my content. Oh no, not that. There'd be no problem if he was just talking to his fans because they enjoy his content and he's saying thank you for that. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's more of he was talking to them inappropriately, if you know what I mean. And the thing about that is, he didn't make an apology until 6 months later. He only made his apology to that situation in the last few weeks. Of which he also played the mental health card, saying that at the start of 2017, which is now 4 years ago, he was thinking of ending his own life, basically. And as that is a horrible thing to have in your mind for anyone, that still does not justify him talking to his underage fans in a sexual, inappropriate way, does it? The thing is, anyone who criticises someone for using the mental health card thinks everyone instantly assumes that person who's doing the criticising thinks, oh, that person must think that they don't have any mental health issues or doesn't care about mental health issues. No, it's not that. I fully am aware that people have mental health issues. It's actually a lot more common than you'd ever think. But using your mental health issues to justify you either being a bad person or doing a bad thing does not make what you did okay. I've never played the mental health card. Every single time I've done something wrong, which has only been a couple of times, but I have done things wrong, I've taken accountability for what I did. So why is it so hard for other people who do much, much worse things than I do and refuse to take accountability for their own actions? Honestly, it's extremely annoying to see how modern society where people are allowing others to do bad things and then not take accountability for it, and they don't get punished. I mean, we've got that. Let me use another example let me use a much, much better example of someone who did take accountability despite nobody was cancelling her. Halfway through 2020, Jenna Marbles, one of the OGs of YouTube, one of the old YouTubers who was there from very, very early on, before YouTube had become anything, really. She was the most subscribed female YouTuber ever for quite a while. And she basically cancelled herself. Basically, she did, back when, quite a number of years ago, she ended up doing blackface to do a parody of Nicki Minaj. And even though no one was calling her out or cancelling her for that, she decided to cancel herself and basically make the decision to quit YouTube herself despite no one was calling her out. Now, she took accountability. She was taking accountability for what she did, despite no one was calling her out for it. Do you see the parallels here? Or lack thereof parallels, really. On one side, you've got people who do bad things, get exposed for it, have tons upon tons of videos from other YouTubers made on them for the bad thing that they've done and how they should take accountability for what they did. And then they make an apology video without taking accountability for what they've done. And then you've got on the other side, people like Jenna Marbles who weren't getting called out by anyone, but understood themselves that what they did was wrong and took accountability, put it upon themselves to take accountability for their actions, despite no one was calling them out to do that. She did it all by herself. As much as I've never watched a single one of her videos, she is still the most OG female YouTuber that we've ever had. There is no YouTuber that's a woman that started when she did until she cancelled herself, was going as bad, was still making it as big as she was. But yeah, that is going to be today's episode of Real Talk, all about taking accountability. Now, I don't want to confuse you guys, as on my main channel I have 2 different upload times of the day I upload certain videos, whereas vlogs are at 2 PM, match reactions are at 5 PM. Sorry to try and confuse you a little bit more, but any episodes of Real Talk, any second channel videos, they will be going up at 3 PM UK time every time I upload a video on this channel. So, main channel, 2 PM for vlogs, 5 PM for Manchester United match reactions, and 3 PM for Real Talk videos and the gaming videos on this channel. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the very first Real Talk video of 2021 and the first video on this channel for 2021, as it's been nearly a month since I last made a video on this channel. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another vlog all about this third lockdown that we're currently in. But until next time, catch you later.